She belongs to the street.
Uh, yes. Welcome, guys. Welcome to another edition here on the Chaos Rain channel. As you know, I am Chaos Rain, and I'm kind of, you know, it's funny. It's real funny though. Oh, I see my good friend Mr. Shine here. All right. Yes. Okay. As you know, welcome to the Chaos Rain channel. I am Chaos Rain, or actually, the Chaos Rain show. I'm still getting used to really giving it this its actual name. It's a brand. It's a show. Actually, it's an actual show here on the YouTube side of things. And you know the drill. What to do? Oh, make sure you hit that like button. Likes are free. And make sure you subscribe to the channel. And you know the deal. You hit the red button and you hit the top notification bell for uploads and live streams here on the Chaos Rain show. And also follow me on Twitter at Chaos Rain 7 and add me on Facebook, Eric Rain on Facebook. And last but certainly not least, join the Discord service of the Chaos Rain channel. I think those are links. Let me see what's going on here. I'm just scrolling down my time feed. And matter of fact, let me post this shit here. Yeah, I'm just going through everything in my feed. There's some weird stuff going on here. Discord be off the chain. I tell y'all guys, if y'all don't never hit up Discord, join Discord, y'all missing out for real. I'm telling y'all need to join the Discord service, man. And welcome. Oh, look, I see my good friend, Queens of Virtue. Look at her. Yes, my lovely friend. Yes, please hit the like button. Likes are free. Yes. Queen, if you still can you put any of my links, including the donation tab, if you can, sweetie? I would love and I would really appreciate it. Oh wow, didn't know that. Okay. Yeah, no, I just get sidetracked. Also, I also have an Anchor and a Spotify pod. I might go to Odyssey as well. I'm hearing about Odyssey lately, and it has picked up some steam over some other websites. And as you know, I do explore other sites to do content. I also, and I should have done this already. I'm probably gonna upload some Rumble to start growing it somewhere over there because I gotta utilize these other websites because let's be honest, YouTube as it stands is gonna be doing its necessary censors for most people that are monetized. Like if you are monetized, you're gonna have to refrain from cussing. You might have to refrain from a lot of things to keep making that money. And personally, how I look at it, it is irrelevant. And here's why. Because when people go to your channels, they seek something out the deal. They don't just sit there and look for something that's really plain safe. They're looking for the raw, raunchy stuff. That's the beautiful thing about other social medias. And YouTube is a very good platform for people to express their thoughts, feelings, and opinions. What else I'm missing? I'm just going through certain things right now. I'm just going for my Discord service. I did not drop the Discord. Matter of fact, I will. Nah. Y'all can find that on the About section, the Discord service. It ain't hard to find. What's this? That's interesting. Let me put my Gmail. Okay. As I'm looking for my other monitor, make sure everything is running a set side. Look, everything is good. Oh, I gotta. There we go. All right, it looks like that's good. I guess we can begin. I know this is the after hour edition of the Chaos Rain channel. I might start doing these things earlier, but like I said, I gotta see how my time plays out to make room. Anywho, as you see the thumbnail, you see the title ahead. And this is going to be very much an uncomfortable conversation. To let y'all know, a side note. And as you know, the dangers of tricking. What can be learned, or what we can learn. I might have to add that. And I'm going to say some things about few content creators that I don't really talk about much on this channel. But this should be a lesson and a learned lesson for any future, not only content creators, but also future young folks that likes to travel abroad. And personally, I was disappointed because I've done content on this about men traveling. Now, am I really against people traveling? No. And even if I was against it, there's nothing I could do to tell one person what they should do with their own money, or what they feel is their best interest, especially if they want to go outside the country and do whatever behavior that fulfills their desires, or their deepest desires. How I look at it is, when it comes to us as men, black men especially, we are not moving with a sense of proper etiquette and some sense of purpose and some goddamn sense. Especially our problematic, disdainful hate for these black bitches, or black women, they like to call it. We do everything in regardless to get back and say nan nana boo boo to the black woman. I find that to be very immature. Now, we know that most women, when they do their things, it's always just to make them feel good, but overall they're not good, and we know this. Now, it hurts because, let's be honest, a good portion of males today have been raised by their fucking mothers. And because they've been raised by their mothers, this is the mentality, this is the behavior that it exudes. And much as I don't want to say this, but this is what I'm seeing now. Oh, somebody sent a message. Thank you. I'm simulcasting, guys, so I'm going back and forth as I'm doing this with y'all and looking at my monitors. So overall, there is a serious big issue in regards to representation and the image of black men outside of America today. And we're not making it any easier or better for ourselves when we do these things. Case in point, as you know, one particular young 23-year-old that's going to be 24 this year, coming New Year, Holloman. As you know, he is a content creator, well known to be known about, or more popularly known throughout what we call TikTok. Yeah. Now, you know my thing about TikTok. It is a Chinese app, an app that we don't control, but it does sure give and push negativity and nonsense to people in the West, while they're in reverse teaching positivity, educational things to their people. So, in conclusion, while we get stupid and dumb, other groups of people are learning the basics and understanding, and even far, I would say, more exceeding because they have mastered. If you do some things repetitive, like reading, writing, arithmetic, math, and all that stuff, and you constantly put those educational in the palm and keep reinforcing to your own people, you're gonna get some out of all that. Unlike us, when we use these electronic devices, we do get dumber, 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 and dumber. And it's sad for me to keep it real with y'all, but this is what I have to be honest with y'all, that's what it is. These devices do not serve us any good. Actually, they hurt us more. If I want to keep it 100, y'all. Oh, and I think I found my Clubhouse. Let me share my link to my Clubhouse. I forgot. That's another link that y'all can find me as well. I mean, Clubhouse is okay, but if you're a person like to deal with ratchet and nonsense, then all means it'll be good. Besides being on here on this website we call YouTube, go on Clubhouse. That will fulfill your need for niggertum. Niggertum. That's a word. So Mr. Holloman has been filming, and before I go more deeper from giving y'all my perspective, is that this young man, a barber, that says he makes six figures. I don't know what that is. I mean, I look at most barbers today like any small profession, which really is going to eventually be an obsolete profession because, sad to say, guys, we live in the age of automation and technology, where if you had to go to your local barber to get your lineup, those days are going to soon be gone. And here's why: because you see how technology is accelerating a lot of things. Also, with the capability of people measuring and cutting their own hairs, I wouldn't be surprised if they have something right now, a place you could put on your head, and it'll automatically cut your hair and give you the right lineup with a simple base of coating. Now that sounds scary, but the reason I'm just presenting you now, and you quote me and mark this. When you go back to any playback or you see it happen, you know Chaos Reign said it first. You gotta understand, barbers or any other small profession, that if something is repetitive, it can be and it will be automated. Oh yes, it sure as hell can be automated. Don't be fooled. Do not be fooled out. I see you, Juju. How you doing? So he's a barber. He said he makes six figures. I don't really believe so, but okay. But I said this before. If you're making such good money, why are you still begging small time people just to support your habits outside this country? Usually, a man that got their shit together, especially making pretty good money in Texas, be asking for GoFundMe's to put more money in your pocket so you can go out the country to have a good time, and tell me you're gonna film and give feedback on your expiration. That don't sound like a good investment as a man. And I'm an older man, mind y'all. If I'm gonna invest in anything, it better be somewhere I could benefit and maybe put money in my pocket, or something that will be more beneficial to other men. And I don't see a young man asking for donation tabs or whatever the case he's trying to get. Even I heard he has GoFundMe now to help him, to pay for him to get out of Brazil. And it's a whole mess. It's a mess, guys. It's seriously a mess. I mean, I don't trust this shit. But like I said, if you're young and you feel like it's worth giving him all your money, and by all means, more. I mean, especially majority of Americans now, if you look at most in our communities, a lot of us don't got passports like that. I mean, we should be having all the necessity basis all set, and I think a passport will help. Just to travel, just to get your mind and your whole situation centered again, and get you out of this Western world for a little bit, to get yourself in the right state of mind. As y'all know, the Gray Faulkner Initiative, the 3-point or word plan, it was laid out back in 2019, which really, I mean, I don't push it like I usually do because I see as most people, when they hear that it was developed by a black man, 2 black men, and one of the few things in that plan is to get into institutions of power, a lot of men, especially, did not take favor to that. And because of that, the plan, which still exists, and they can read it and make use of it, other groups of men will take full extent of that Great Faulkner plan. I can't speak for Negroes. So I don't think Negroes are going to take any full extent of any plan that's to the betterment for other men. But that's just me. That's just me. Now, as I go on, make sure I hit the like button, share this. We'll chop it up a little bit. I'm gonna do some checking some blogs on this Holloman man because he did some videos while on Brazil to show to the whole world, and because he got so much death threats and a lot of pressure on him, he had to take some of the videos down, and probably put it behind a paywall, maybe, or probably not. Who knows? All right. Oh, let me write this. Let me find him now and see if I can find some blogs because I was gonna do this. All right, there we go. Because really, truly, I know, the other brother did content, especially and did detail of what the blogs were put out on him when he was doing such uncharacteristic acts with the Brazilian women in how you could say it, in Brazil. Now, okay, here we have here. Okay, good. What the hell is this? There's a petition. Wow, y'all guys gotta see this. Let me see if this is a joke. Yeah, it is. Oh wow. Yeah, let me show y'all this. Yeah, I got to show y'all this. Y'all guys gotta see this. All right. Now, mind you, this is what I just Googled, guys. Damn, this boy is really catching buzz. Look at this. There's a petition to get him banned off of social media. I don't understand why people keep creating these stupid petitions to get people banned off social media. That don't make no goddamn sense. They tried this crap with Kevin Samuels almost a year ago or two. He's still on social media, and to the point his channel still exists. Y'all see this? 80 have signed Let's Get to 100. Look at this garbage. YouTube blogger Austin Holloman has made disrespectful videos about American women and Western women. He promotes traveling to undeveloped countries to have sex with disadvantaged women. His site Rush V as one of his idols, who at one point, hold on, guys. What's this? At one point of time, advocate, okay, raping women. A black feminist site, Mundo Negro, Black World, has condemned him for stereotyping Brazilian women on sexual objects. Let me see if this is the article. Oh, oh, what is this? All right, guys, I think I found something. I just hit the jackpot. Um, Let me see if this is the full one. Yeah, let me stop sharing this. There's a WordPress. I'm gonna get back to it, guys. There's a WordPress right now. Let's look at this. Stephanie Ribeiro exposed Americans who encourage sex tourism in Brazil on YouTube. Roca. Are Women in Brazil Easy is the title of one of his videos posted on the YouTube channel by Mr. Holloman. An American who comes to our country to invite other men who also ventured out with the woman here. The channel has more than 35K subscribers who follow his video expose Brazilian women always with a sexual nature. Yeah, I swear you can't make this stuff up, man. This is amazing. I'm just pulling this up right now. Did anybody recover this? Whoa, Stephanie Ribeiro archetype and presents on GNT, who brought the compliance on social media this Wednesday night at 11. In his video, he asked Brazilian women questions of sexual and affective nature, one of which even asked what size, oh God, she likes. And all this concludes by saying that we are easier than other women. He goes so far as to say, get your passport and clear incentive for American men to come. Oh, oh my God. Let me see who's in the chat room before I continue reading. All right, the chat look like it's cool. Yeah, I'm glad I got on Instagram because for y'all to chat, y'all know the deal. To chat in this room, y'all know the deal. We know that sex tourism in Brazil is a big problem and that it shouldn't be encouraged at all. But what can we make of this series of observes? Videos and comments by American men. A follower of Austin goes so far as to say that the Brazilian girls are all for sale. We are not, with a big exclamation point. This approach and content is not correct. Complains by Stephanie. And it looks like, I'm not sure the links were taken down because it said this link, visit Instagram. Let me see if it'll click. Yeah. I don't know whose Instagram this is, but it's no longer. Anyway, as Austin followers retaliate to the presenters, most women in Brazil are for sale. They are just facts. Prostitution is a way. What's this? It's just a fact. Prostitution is a way of life. There's just like in Colombia or RD. She argues with a lot of guesswork and prejudice. Yeah. In the publication, the architects asked for answers in embassies and consultants of the United States, in addition to the federal public ministry. What can we do? And she published a video of him exposing a black Brazilian woman, encourage other men by saying it's basically impossible not to get sex here. Man, boy. Boy, I tell you. See, if sex was that easy, and we're in America, and they make you work for the sex, depending who you are in America, maybe sex might be easy for ladies in Brazil. I'm just saying, who knows? We know outside America, because the dollar is a little bit harsh here in America. Outside America, the dollar stretch a lot. You come up there with your president and they see your voice, your accent, and all that, and they say they know you're American. I mean, it's hard for me to imagine that the women are just going to flaunt and feel so eager to pull down their panties and want to get it in, you know, culture words. Okay. With the repercussions of the compliance on social media or social networks, Austin Holloman began to remove various content and publish a video accusing Brazilian feminists of making death allegations against him. Stephanie comment on the video, I love seeing the gringos afraid of Brazilian women. He's deleting everything and saying he didn't promote any nonsense. She jokes. Now, you see, this is so dumb. Now, a lot of people say we could give these young dudes the benefit of the doubt that they might be immature. So there's, living their best life. And that's fine, but there's consequence of living your best life, especially outside America. God knows the black man here in America is already rough as is. But imagine how you take your butt into another foreign country and you carry your degenerate behavior, your mentality, and just want to fuck. It's a problem. It's a real big problem, personally. But like I said, if that's what you like to do, okay. But there's consequences to that, these actions you take by doing such things. I mean, I'm just saying. Wait 1 second, guys. Let me stop screen share for a second. I'm just checking something right now, guys. And the funny thing about this, I'm gonna talk to a few other people that do content about this. I'm very disappointed. I mean, I knew he was doing some weird stuff, but to know it goes and exceeds far from this extent is just ridiculous, in my opinion. I mean, you gotta move where you have some goddamn sense and a sense of purpose. All right, let's continue to read the article. All right. Join our group on Telegram. Receive no. All right, that's it. All right. So like I said, this is the article, and I think this is the feminist woman. Who knows? But the funny thing about this, that there is a petition, and let me look at this petition again, man, because this thing caught me off the loop. I hope y'all guys can see this as watching this. I know y'all watch from the clouds. Let me see. Let me put back the petition. Okay, making videos about how easy it is to get women or girls overseas is not only false but also dangerous. Sex predators, mostly males, travel to poor countries and often recruit young girls into sex trafficking. Oh God! Oh damn! Oh, now mind you, the dude did made a video. I'm not sure if it still exists about that. About the how he tried to contact the lady that wrote this, or to push back on that because he didn't want that information put out there on him. But the problem, what's good, Project Leroy? The problem with all this is when people go to your TikTok, your YouTube channel, it's not about anything of educational substance. It's all fuckery. Oh, did he? Hold on, let me go in the comment section. Wait, I see something. I gotta pull your comment up, bro. 1 second. Let me do this. Yeah. Oh yeah. Make sure you guys hit the like button, please. Hit the like button. Likes free. Yeah, Project Leroy. It's embarrassing, bro. It's very much embarrassing. I mean, come on. And listen, when they hear or know that this black man is stepping out from one environment to the other, they know it on the average because reputation and because what this young little bastard did, what he has done, he has put in more eyes and more of a target on majority of black men, not only in the West but potentially globally. Because everything we do as black men is being watched like a hawk. We're being watched like a hawk for every action. And I'm not sure I'm the first one to tell y'all, but y'all should know this already. So you gotta walk very treadily and make sure you're not walking on eggshells. All right. Yeah, and that's the possible danger, Project Leroy. And here's the funny thing, Project Leroy, and I'm probably gonna drop the link for those who wanna express their thoughts and opinions. Matter of fact, screw it. Should I do it now? I'm gonna do it in a few minutes. The problem with this, Project Leroy, is that most people, when they travel, on the average, and I'm just saying, is usually just to get a nice little clean break, refresh, get on the beach, drink some good wine or some good alcohol, dance a little bit, and get a fresh, clean bill of refreshment before they come back to wherever they live and move on what they were doing before. Regardless to these dudes now, and mind you, I always had doubts when black men move around across the globe now, especially if they're born, raised, and have been indoctrinated and have been buck broken in the West, that any direction action you take is always going to be fulfilling lustful desires. You can't get enough. You can't get enough to bust a nut, and you got to bust it in random, various females. Very little growth or very little air of productivity, especially the young you are. Yeah. All right. I see another comment, and make sure you guys hit like button. Likes are free. His ego and awkward nature did him in. Yeah, and it did. And I'm not sure if this dude, and thank you, Lance Parker. To me, I think one of the few things with him is I'm not sure if he has both parents in his life or whatever. Whoever really dealt with him for his development have really failed him. Because at a certain age, you should not be moving so reckless like this. And with arrogance too. Because that will get you deleted. Especially if you move outside the country and with your arrogance. Other foreign countries don't take fun of a lot of us Americans. I'm just saying. But let's keep going. What else is here? Austin Holloman has been making rounds on the internet lying to young men that finding a woman overseas easier and giving consultations on how to sexually dominate women without consent. Man, please. A boy that's not even in his 30s can't really consultate any person. And see, this is the problem. This is the danger in the problem. I said this before, and I'm going to have to reiterate this. If you're a young man that is over or under the age of 20, or not even over the age of 18 or whatever age you are, and this is the consequence when you don't have no proper male role models or influence or somebody that, or actually males that's in your vicinity that you could trust and have conversation to at least guide you in the right direction, then now you look on the internet for daddies, role models, and you'll take their word and you will follow them to the depths of hell, if give or take. I have a problem with that. I did not know this dude's consulting people, especially young men. How can a 23, maybe 24-year-old young man can consult me about traveling? or what the petition says, sex tourism, or how you want to call it, or trafficking, whatever you want to call it. I'm just saying. But like I said, when you hear the notion that said age is nothing but a number, that's that Aaliyah garbage. Get away from that. Yes, it is a number, and we keep eye on it to how far we'll take you seriously. You gotta live life, especially young you are. You should be living life, being productive, doing what's necessary to better your develop your mind. Make some mistakes here and here, and make some smart mistakes. Don't make careless mistakes, and you should be living life. And I think because of society, how technology affects our growth, we're not living life as we should. But anyway, let's keep going. The stuff Austin Holloman is saying is hurtful and dangerous towards women. He's since been banned from TikTok, where he had over 24K followers. Tinder and Bumble permanently banned him from their service. All he has left is Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, and YouTube. Spilling hate against American women help bring him down. Wait, man. Oh, I don't know if he's gone from TikTok, because that's where he started his. That's where he actually started bust in TikTok. Let me go to TikTok. No, he's still on TikTok. So they lying. He's still on TikTok. I'm not sure where they get that information. I don't know where they get the information from. I know his Twitter link's still active. He's still gonna have his YouTube channel, and that's all he has. But that petition is real. That is real, guys. It's real. As real as it gets. Let me see who's up here. Before I continue, make sure you guys hit the like button. I'll put this link here. Let me see if I can get one of my good friends on here. Let me see if I can get Mary on here. Give his take. And make sure you guys hit the like button, share this. I didn't tell him about this, but it's irrelevant. All right, let me see if I can find. Let me see. Steve the Red. Oh, he's asleep. All right, let me see if I can get Amir on here. And you guys can come up if y'all want to give y'all take and express your thoughts and opinions. Oh, and another thing. One thing we got to be clear. No matter what age we are, when you're in a man's house, you gotta move like you have some purpose and have some goddamn sense and be respectful. And I think because he's so arrogant, he does not move with a sense of decorum or respect of anybody else's house. Okay, I see Lance Parker wrote, Black men who travel should always seek out Black expat in the countries you are traveling to. His refusal to listen to advice from older heads show how green these mamas raise. I have to totally agree with you, Mr. Parker. But from what I'm hearing, I think he might have two parents in his life. I think he might have two, but let's say right now he's only raised by one parent. It lets you know, saying that when you as a young man don't want to listen to other advice from other men, that's where your mentality is at, and you're going to pay for that in the long run. And this is the problem why a lot of people don't like to deal with a lot of men that have some sense and is willing to go back to some of these youths, that they're not going to waste time, because this is the mentality they're going to face. This is the mentality. This is the mentality that a lot of them are going to go out in the world. They're going to do what the hell they want, say, who's going to stop me, and then get repercussions, get consequence from outsiders. And if y'all remember, for the last year or two, there were stories of a lot of tourists. I'm not sure if it's Black people have been losing their life outside America in a lot of these first third world countries, like Colombia. I'm not sure about Brazil, but we know Brazil is a very much a deadly country. It's one of the top up there of violence. I think it's third in violence. Dangerous cities. So let me see if I get my good friend Sankofa on here. Not for Sankofa should know because he's from Texas. Let me call some Texas people. He might know. All right. He's not answering. Yeah, so actually I know one other person to call. All right. Oh shit. Oh, I pressed the wrong link. Sorry guys. Okay, one person. I'm gonna keep talking, guys. Let me see if my good friend Shadow might know something about this, because he's from Texas. All right, as he waits. Personally, this should be a learning lesson for a lot of young people and anyone else that's a little older. That you can't just move loosely out here and expect that these other countries are gonna be favor us as men. And when you have a bad reputation, like how it is here in America, regardless of propaganda or not, you don't want to be put yourself in a negative life when you go outside of America and do these little goofball behaviors. Especially that the world is watching us now. And they watch and wait and anticipate from when we're gonna screw up or F up. And my thing is this: all this could have been properly handled and probably prevented if he moved better when he's traveling. Now he loves Brazil, and he didn't really want to leave Brazil like it's shown right now. But personally, I mean, he has no choice because you made yourself very much unattractive and a bad rep when you're going into these certain parts of Brazil, filming or vlogging and interviewing young ladies, most of them maybe over the age 18, or let's be honest, maybe under age 18. Let's keep real, because when you go into another country, you're not going to really ask how old these chicks are. Now, am I saying most men on the average going to go to these third world countries looking for real young females? No. But really, are you going to be asking? Because think about this. The age of consent in America, on the average, roughly, if by ratio, is roughly 17 point something. And when I mean 17 point something, because 32 states age consent, besides Romeo and Juliet laws, which same thing, is 16 years of age. Outside 32 states out of 50 states, the rest of the states, I think it's 18 of them, are 17 and even 18 years of age for age of consent, or what we consider legal, or somewhat legal to, be considered adults for, sexual acts. Even go as far as there's certain things in the books in America that's hard to find, that still they find that even go as far as young as 12. And mind you, these are all Roman / Eurocentric laws. Now, because we live in modern times, that we think that we should be up on the times, but personally, we are not. We are still far from still operating of the old Roman, Greco-Roman laws of the land. So he needs guidance. He needs to sit down and get his mind straight. Now, mind you, probably the place he's going to now is probably to a Asian country, which really is more lenient, in my opinion. And I think that's where he's probably gonna be heading out now. I don't know if he's headed to another South American country, but I doubt it. And somebody else did content as well, which I don't give a crap. I don't know why I'm seeing this. Oh hell no. Let me do this. Oh, wrong. I might give a crap about that. 1 second, guys. One second. Okay. Matter of fact, let me see if my bros can pick up. Hold on, guys. Yeah. Yeah, so like I said, and mind you, there are many people doing streams on this, man. Oh, well, you know. Hold on a second, guys. What's good, Jay Shine? Oh, shit. Can you hear me? Hello? My thing working? Hello? Shit. All right. Well, as you get. Hold on.
How about now? Can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you now, Jay Shine. What's good? I'm actually live on YouTube right now, bro. I don't know if you're up or you're on the clock. I don't know if I call in a bad time.
Oh no, how about that? Okay. I just got a call from you, so I just hit you back.
Okay, yeah, that's cool. That's cool. No, I'm streaming right now. I'm talking about Austin Holloman. I'm not sure people can hear you.
Oh, okay.
Wait.
I'll come over to the channel.
Okay. All right. I'll give you a link now. I'll drop you there. All right. I'll put it in now. All right. As I wait for my good friend to come up. Yeah, I need some people that we gotta talk about this. And mind you, the guys that when I bring him up, y'all gonna know who he is. Because personally, this has to be discussed. All right. Okay. As it comes up, y'all guys know y'all can come up and we could chop it up, talk about this. I think this is a serious topic. This is something to discuss. Because personally, his actions has got attention. And if y'all recall, I've done content about the news articles, Yahoo News covering the Passport Bros and saying that they were bringing so much attention throughout the internet that everybody had to get on it and wrote an article. It gets problematic once they start writing articles about you and your movement. See, Jay Shine's in the building, and I hope he comes up soon. Jay Shine, I send the link. Before I continue to read one of things, he will have to be respectful if he goes to an African country in the future. Personally, Lance Parker, majority of black folks, I'm sorry to say this, but you're gonna hear from me personally. A good portion of us don't want to go back to no black nation. We don't want to go to no island that is a good percent of us. How we move and how you see the mindset of not only black men, but anybody else, right? We rather travel to third world countries that have somewhat of more of ethnic, of more white than black. Regardless, they said the population is more us. Don't be fooled. Don't be fooled. So, all right. No further ado, I'm gonna bring my good friend Jay Shine. Yes. What's good, Jay Shine?
What's up, boss? What's going on? Can you hear me?
I'm good. I'm good. I'll give you a quick recap. As you know, the one named Austin Holloman.
Yeah, I think
the YouTuber that was bringing a lot of buzz last year.
Yeah.
Started off 2023. He's already kicked out and banned. Well, they say he's not banned, he can go back, but really, we gotta be honest. Once they start putting articles and put you on newscasts and put out your activities, you're pretty much banned from that country.
Yeah, well, pretty much. I mean, if he really wants to go back, he can work through the State Department or the embassy to help him out. But I think he has a bigger concern. You got to deal with the people, and I don't know if people pay. I don't know if these brothers are paying attention, but Brazil is not a safe place. They turn up. They have a streets. You know what I mean? And all it takes is this little turn for you to be a target, or black men from America to be a target, and then it becomes a thing. So it's not even about the government allowing you in or not. You're
Mm-hmm.
still gonna have to deal with people when you get there.
Yeah.
So and that's more of a concern because he didn't do anything illegal. So I don't think it's gonna be a problem with him coming back to the country legally.
Mm-hmm.
But the people, you see how the people turned up. They just had an insurrection in situation in their country like a week ago, 2 weeks ago.
Yeah.
So this is a country that's not that stable as far as politics is concerned. They have a lot of poverty there, and you know how it goes with poverty, chaos.
Mm-hmm.
People who are not doing well look for any reason to turn up,
Oh
and
yeah.
you an easy target. You're not a Brazilian. You a
Mm-hmm.
Black American, and you a powerless Negro. You have no power. You don't have no power in your own country.
Mm-hmm.
So it's kind of like when me and you and Amiri was talking about last time I was here, and I mentioned the fact that if you wanted to be a divester or a cisbemmer or whatever, a passport bro, whatever you trying to do, all of it is stronger if you have a stronger home base.
Mm-hmm.
White
Yeah.
boys travel throughout the country as nationalists. They have a home base. People come
Yes.
to America. Matter of fact, I tell you what, Cass, go outside and beat up an Iranian and see what happens. You understand what I'm saying? Niggas, I'm sorry, well, Negroes,
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
they forget their place.
Yeah.
And they don't deal with realities in the world, which means they're not moving like grown-ups. All
Mm-hmm.
right. There's a lot of talk in this space from black men and black women that's very immature and idiotic.
Mm-hmm.
And when brothers like myself who are in the world, I'm on my second passport. I have a blue passport and a brown passport. You can't tell me nothing about travel.
Mm-hmm.
I've been all over the world. I've worked in Panama for 6 months. I worked in Qatar and Bahrain 6 months on
Mm-hmm.
assignments. You know what I mean? I've been living in Germany for 4 years on assignment, and I've been all over Europe and the Middle East since I've been here.
Mm-hmm.
And I've taken my daughter, and that's why I put that photo up. That's me and her in Egypt during COVID,
Oh yeah.
because Egypt was the only place open. So anyway, I digress.
Yeah. Yeah.
But we travel, and
Mhm.
you got to move a certain way when you're in other people's countries, man.
Mhm. Mhm. And strange thing, Jay Shine, I don't really watch much of his material besides little. If I do, I'll look at certain things that was sent to me,
Mhm.
because when I look at most content creators that say they're traveling abroad, or they say passport, I'll be honest with you, I don't see nothing of any substance when these
No,
guys go out. And what he's doing is a testament that they already have a bad perception of black people here in America,
right.
especially men. And for him to pull this knucklehead nonsense is, and this is when we're very disconnected as people. Personally, we're so
Mhm.
disconnected, saying that what I do doesn't affect me. I'm not this and that. Just like how most do say, well, those are the pookie that's going abroad and making it worse, or do it. No, they look at you all as a fucking nigga.
It's,
As a nigga.
the problem, chaos, with a lot of these brothers
Mhm.
is one, they're trying to escape blackness. All right. Let's get to the bottom of it.
Yep.
There's a lot of cooning in this space.
Mm-hmm.
This space is breathed two people that I can't fucking stand, and that's coons and incels,
Mm-hmm.
and
Mm-hmm.
that shit is overlapping right now.
Yeah.
All right, they're literally changing their lifestyle and promoting a movement to go get women. I thought this was a simple free zone.
That's what I thought too.
That's what I mean. So, all right, fine. You don't want American women, but we don't put no woman on the pedestal. I thought.
That's what I thought too.
So now you curving your whole life, saving up your money to go be with some women. So that means your whole directive in life is not business. So like, all right, so let me get this straight.
Mm-hmm.
A 4'11" Chinese man, right? And I said this on Ant's channel the other night. A
Mm-hmm.
4'11" Chinese man will land in America this week with no
Mm-hmm.
teeth in his mouth. And his first thing to do is to find somewhere to live and start a business, set up shop. That's going to be his first directive. And then guess what? And in 5 years, he's going to get his teeth fixed. And in the 6th year, he's going to be in a Chinese gentleman club slapping young booty
Mm.
in your country.
Mm-hmm.
This is bad economics. You know what I mean? The government paid the taxpayers of America pay for me to be over here. You understand me?
Yep.
I don't pay to be over here. I don't pay for. I'm in a penthouse in Germany. I don't pay for this shit. You do. Well, I pay the extra. They give me a certain amount, and because I'm a bougie nigga, I pay a little extra because I
Well, you
like the
work
way.
hard. You work hard for what you say.
Yeah, I live a certain way. So yeah, it's costing me an additional $1,200 a year that I wouldn't have to spend if I had some, lesser taste. But it's only costing me $1,200-$1,300 a year out of my pocket. The rest is paid for by the United States taxpayers. Okay, so those of us who travel for work and business, we're moving different than these guys. Okay, and then you have another set of guys called expats.
Mm-hmm.
I have no problem with them neither. Those guys are different. That same guy, Austin, if you go to his channel, he did an interview with a guy from Zoom to Thailand.
Yeah, I heard about that.
Okay, check out that interview when you get a chance, Chaos, and listen to that brother. That's a retired brother. That's a retirement situation, right?
Mm-hmm.
The way he does his channel is promoting Thailand as travel. It's like a travel channel. He's not going around just exploiting the women. You know what I mean? He's not being a sex tourist. He lives there. He's an expat. He has a girlfriend. You know what I mean? The same girl. You're going to see the same girl in the video. That's his girl. Everybody knows her name. You know what I'm saying? So when Thai people see that, they're going to just see that as another person promoting Thailand. Thailand is a tourist country.
Mm-hmm.
So there's no harm, no foul. If you go watch the interview with Austin, and Austin was not listening, just watch his body language. That brother was not talking about the women. He was talking about how much it costs to live there, how the paperwork works, how the visas cost. I mean, he was giving game. It was like, it was business because he was giving him the business of things. These dudes here are fucking 30, 40, 50-year-old niggas who want to play. And they think they could just run up another somebody else's country. Now, the thing is, if you got a few brothers here and there, no one cares. And I think DR, the Dominican Republic has been a problem because there are so many channels on YouTube with black men showing Sasua and other parts of DR, and the women are ratchet and ghetto. You know what I mean? They keep showing that, and no one says anything. The difference between DR and Brazil and other countries is that DR is a sex tourist economy, right? And the men in DR are pimping their women out directly and indirectly. So you have men out there who have girlfriends, and they let their girlfriends go be your girlfriend for the weekend, right? Then you got straight up prostitutes, and they got pimps, right? And then you have the economy, the local economy, the food people, the people who are selling stuff, the Airbnb people, the hotel people. They don't say nothing because you're coming down there and spending money in the economy, and it's a poor country. So the men, in essence, are pimping their girls out directly and indirectly. So no one says anything about that. But niggas think they can go do that same shit in Brazil, or that same thing in Panama, or the same thing in Colombia. You're going to get your head split.
Yeah, there are a lot of people that found missing and lost their lives in Colombia, especially.
Yeah, drugged out and everything, robbed. And these dudes are willing to risk their life for some non-black exotic poontang.
Ain't that something?
That's insane. So you ready to risk it all, but you don't want to compete. Look, man, look. My thing is, it's all right. If you're gonna do wrong, do it right. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, at least.
If you're gonna do wrong, do it right. Yeah. You set up businesses, you tie yourself into the local economy, you're getting good with the men in that country. Because here's the hypocrisy of it all. You say the black women or the women in America are no good. Okay, fine. I ain't gonna argue with you. That's your opinion. I feel I got issues with sisters and Western women in general, but to me, it's more of a structural thing that we need to attack. Because the secret to the world, Chaos, as I've always said, is people do what they can get away with. So the women in the Western world, whether they're UK, America, just doing what they can get away with, right? And there's a lot of bad behavior that's being incentivized. So that's laws, that's different things that we can change. But also, ultimately, what it boils down to is men having a code of conduct. And men don't have a code of conduct. See, the truth of the matter is we like hoes.
Yeah.
We like easy ass. We like easy sex. I'm not talking about you and me. I'm just talking about men in general. right?
I mean, yeah. I mean,
So you can't be mad at loose behavior or promiscuous behavior if you like easy sex. So now certain men are getting all the sex in America, or all the men are getting treated certain men are getting treated a certain way. So now you want to go a place where you think your dollar goes longer, where you have what we call leverage, right? And you telling me this is how they're selling it. The women down there are more submissive. They from a patriarchal system. They have better customs. But let's stop right there. If it's a patriarchal system, what makes you think you could just run down there and go straight to the women? If it's a patriarchal system, don't you think you have to converse and deal with the men?
You will see, check somebody. You got to check in. You know the thing back. Well, not back, but even now here in certain parts, you got to check in first. Last my check.
It's like that in the hood in America. You can't a white boy, even white boys can't just go up in certain parts of Compton or Oakland without knowing somebody. I can't do it. And I'm black without knowing somebody. The whole world is the same way. You're not gonna go in another man's country and just walk around and do what you want to do. Now, it was a couple hundred of y'all. No one's tripping. They have so many women down there. They're not tripping. It's a tourist country. People are coming and going. It's not just black men going down there. German men are down there. Australian white men are down there. You know what I mean? Everybody's coming through those places. They're beautiful beaches. There's a lot of people coming through this. No one's tripping. But when you start putting up videos, and all it takes is a spark.
Yep.
Because people weren't paying attention. And it becomes a thing. And then people who are poor, like I said, going back to the poverty part, and mad, and they got fucked up politics right now. They just need one thing to be mad about. And then you an easy target. And now you got brothers down there who are fucking now targets. Because they're gonna look at you and say, they're gonna put the sex tourist tag on you, and it's gonna stick. Because every video you put up is showing the women with bathing suits, fat asses, come on down here. They sleeping with you on the first night. Get your girl. Look how beautiful they are. It's all about, you know what I mean? It's all about, the sexuality and the beauty of these women. And I want one. That's all your videos are about. So when they see that, and then when brothers like me and you have this conversation, or just brothers like me, I'm not gonna speak for you. You know what I mean? Have this conversation. We're hating. I'm saying, fuck it. If you're going to do wrong, do it right. Know how to move in the world. If you want the women down there, cool. Go down there, start some businesses, hook up with, get some men, get know somebody on the street so you know what's what, where to go, where not to go. One of the first things I did when I came over here in Germany, Chaos, and I'm gonna shut up, is I got cool with the Turks. So my car was fucked up and I needed a whole new windshield. And I was talking to a brother, expat that was over here for like 20 something years. And I was like, yeah, I'm about to take it to the shop. Cause I was there getting it inspected. And I was like, I need to get this fixed. And he was like, I'm going to the shop. He was like, nah, I'll go there. He gave me an address. He told me, go here. They'll take care of you. And I go there and it's a body shop. It's a, auto shop ran by Turks. And I get cool with Khan and his brother and all those guys and start talking to them. And even when my spider got delivered, I rolled my spider they never seen one. I brought a 3-wheeler through and we got cool. And then they even introduced you to their mother. And then their mother was like, she used to be around black people. So I'm hugging his mother like, oh, come here, mama. And she's like, oh my God, I'm kissing on her. And she hit me on the shoulder, stop it. So now I'm cool with the Khan family. And then they put me on with their homies when I need other things. They know where everything is at. They do all the hustling around at the street level. Whatever you need. You need flyers. You need tent. What you need, Chaos? They got it. They also know where not to go and where to go. They also know what kind of women to mess with and what women not to mess with because they're the streets. You understand me? And when I go around the Turks, I'm cool because somebody is going to vouch for me. So when I go to one of their get-togethers and I'm talking to a Turkish woman, they're not tripping. That's Jay. He's my guy. I'm coming through the men. I didn't go through no females. I went through the men, Chaos. Because they are patriarchs. And now if you're a patriarch, or at least a wannabe patriarch, you would understand that. But the problem is these brothers are not patriarchs. They're more matriarchal than the women in America they complain about.
Can't complain there. I have no, And think about it. You hear the complaint most of the time, and I'm just keeping real that it's like the women rule everything, so it's women led. So match if they call these labels blue pills. And think about this. Let's be honest. I know a lot of dudes want to act tough. They want to be these certain pills. But when they come around certain women, either of his sisters, and mind you, if she looks good enough, all that sponge, they get soft. So imagine if you get soft to a pretty sister up here, what will happen to you if you go outside this country? You're gonna be a huge simp. Matthew, you're gonna be so huge that you will. And I hear a lot of dudes say that if you deal with them and you want to look for wife, then bring them up here in this country. I don't know how that's gonna be possible. You think a woman that's born and raised in her homeland, and she only sees you once in a while or wherever you stay down, wherever, doesn't want to come to America? Are you serious? Do you know a lot of foreign people are breaking their? Listen, bro. We all see what goes on the Mexican border. These Latino people, Mexicans, and other groups of people that travel from Venezuela or parts.
Well, yeah, Central America as well.
So,
Yeah.
so you tell me no, what do you call it? A third world woman does not want to live to America or feel or get the feel of the American experience. You out your damn mind. That's when you know you delusional. Now I know why most someone bring them up here because they said they're gonna be West Sides. No, it's when you bring back up here, you ain't gonna be like what you are down there with your dollar bills. And I'm just keeping it real, and we gotta be real as men up here. The reason why you're down there is it's much cheaper.
Right.
Now, regardless him saying these women are easy in Brazil, I'll be honest with you, I would say they are. And here's the problem. Not only if they are, but you as a dumb young 23-year-old that's gonna be 24, you put it throughout the whole internet on your little channel and your TikTok throughout the world to and advocate and promote, advertise to tell every other Western man that's black that got the money or travel to come down and get some easy ass. If they're not getting
my booty. Let me ask you a question, Chaos.
Yeah.
How many Brazilian channels do you think is out there exploiting their own women?
I can't answer personally.
Exactly. When they do it, though, let me tell you, they're out there, but this is how they do it. They do it through festive, right? They show the festivities, kind of like back in the day, right? When we would have tapes, we would circulate between the hot boys. I've always been a hot boy. All right. I ain't going. It is what it is. I'm a reformed Ray Ray. I lived that life. I was up and down 95. We used to share tapes of Freaknik. You understand me? So yeah, we were showing the women doing shit and acting in certain ways that they probably don't want nobody knowing, but it was because of the Freaknik. You know what I mean? It wasn't just on GP. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. We just go to Atlanta every day and film the women, and you know what I mean? No, that was cool over time. It was what I'm saying is it was a time and place for everything, right? So when they have their festivals in Brazil, people film that and then they put it out, and then some of the guys kind of show off, right? These guys are making it a career, a YouTube channel solely based on showing scantily clad because they in bathing uniform, bathing outfits, and showing the women in the club drunk, partying, just showing them all in a sexually way and saying, yeah, these are your women, these women down here, come get them. And that's the hook.
That's the hook. That's the bait. That's the actual bait. That's the bait.
Yeah, that's the whole purpose of having a channel. You have a channel because you want to get views, right? So the hook is the women, and then you say, yeah, come on down here. So the let me tell you what he fucked up, man, really bad. Those questions weren't that bad, but when he said at the end, this is what penetrated the women down there, right? This is what penetrated them. When she was like, yeah, I don't mind sleeping on the first day. It depends, yada yada. And he was like, come get your passport.
There you go. Yeah.
Basically alluding to the men, his viewers, come down here and get this pussy.
Get that. Wow.
And you can't. That come on, man. That's just lack of common sense. So it is what it is. But what he did is he messed it up for a lot of other brothers, man. You know what I mean? Who want to go down and just have fun. I'm saying, look, if you just traveling around, I tell people, dudes all the time to travel for 3 reasons. I want to go to Brazil one day. I never been to Brazil.
Okay.
I've been to Panama. I've been to Puerto Rico 3 times. Twice to San Juan and Old San Juan and Luisa. I used to hang out with Luisa a lot. There's people out there darker than me in Luisa. And the way it is in Latin America is light on top, dark on the bottom. Went to Ponce, Been all over Barbados, Bahamas, all that. So, some of the Black Caribbean islands. I've been to the west side of Mexico 3 times, Coba San Lucas, Puerto Vallarta. I've been to Mazatlan, in the hood of Mazatlan too, by the way. That was crazy. We got to stop by the Federales. I'll tell you that story another day. Toronto was one of my favorite cities in the world. I've never had a bad time in Toronto. I love Toronto. And then now I'm over here on the other side of the world, traveling all over the place. Egypt, Tunisia, Greece, Belgium, Amsterdam, UK, France. And then, of course, I'm living in Germany and going to cities all over Germany. Copenhagen, Denmark, which is racist as fuck. Don't go there. You know what I'm saying? Malta. Me and my daughter was just in Malta for Christmas. I do this, Chaos. These are different cultures. But I'm telling you something. I said all of that to say this. People, no matter what the culture difference is, at their bare core, they're still the same. All the same. You have to respect people in their house.
Got to.
You got to. And part of the lack of respect we have in the world is the fact that we don't respect ourselves back in America. These niggas are all running from the Negro. They're all running from blackness. They all something else. I'm a conservative. I'm this. I'm American. I'm not that. I'm not for Black Lives Matter. I'm not. No one wants to stand up for themselves. It's cool in this space to be anti-black. And then you want to take your ass down somewhere where they see you as an American Negro, whether you like it or not. And you're not proud of who you are. You don't respect who you are. And then you disrespecting their people. They're not going to tolerate that. It's just not going to happen. It's not going to happen. And when the streets get a whiff of it, they're going to start touching your pockets. They're going to start taxing niggas. Straight up. Straight the fuck up. They're going to just start seeing random dudes. You're going to be down there with you down in Chaos hanging out. We just having a good time. You want to just catch a vibe, go see some sights. You know what I mean? Go to the beach. Hell, go to the club, maybe meet some women. You know what I mean? Just having fun and going where the night takes us. But we're going to run into some dudes, man. Oh, you're from America, huh? And now, you know what I mean? Now we got niggas pressing us. And what we gonna do about it, Chaos?
Shit, can't do nothing. We're in the house.
You know what I'm saying? Who are we? Who we gonna turn to? I'm a bad dude. I'm a 6 foot stocky dude with hands. I'll fuck you up. But I'm in somebody else's country, nigga. I'm not super nigga.
It's facts. Yeah.
You at a disadvantage. You done. Matter of fact, let me go back to Mazatlan. When we got pulled over Mazatlan, we was on 4-wheelers, and the Federales pulled us over. And we was trying to get back to our cruise ship. And they taxed us. They didn't know no English. You know what I mean? Until we start pulling out some paper. Then they knew some English and they let us go. This is how the world works. Who the fuck are you? Niggas get a YouTube channel and they think they got some status. It's not, like you said a minute ago, Chaos, they're delusional.
Yeah.
And then what bothers me about it is that they're putting black on it.
I know, and that's the problem.
They're representing us. I care about my reputation in the world as a black man from America. I care about our reputation and how we look. They don't. It's selfish, it's irresponsible, and it's fucking dangerous.
But I
really want someone to get their fucking their pills pulled back, just so.
My biggest concern, and I'm very concerned, is that a black man think that he's an individual, Jay Shine. And wait, do you consider me? Make sure I got silent. Okay. They think they're an individual, right? And we got to understand that we are more of a monolith than what it seems. And that's my thing, that black men got to stop looking at themselves as just their individuals. No, you are a monolith amongst this group. As much as I don't want to say it, but outside in where we at, they don't look at us say you're that special Negro. You're that no. They look at us all the same. And escaping it, you're not gonna escape it. All right, Jay Sean, you probably has some connection issues. He'll come back. You're not gonna escape it. We are one big black person. And the point is this, even the more importance of this stream, if y'all understand that there is a danger when it comes to tricking. Now, I heard from other content creators, from Alan Curry. I think Jap talks about this too, about tricking. But really, truly, there's a problem and a danger when it comes to us as men when we go around outside the world and we're going out and we looking for easy access and poon and paying less than it is. And mind you, Jay Shine, he was on Jason Black. And I don't know if I got that actual video, and I should have probably add that, but I didn't feel like chopping it up. And he admitted and told Mr. Black that he does pay for it outside America.
Oh, Jason Black talked about this?
No, he was on Jason Black's stream, and he admitted he was paying for Putang.
Yeah, they all are. Yeah, these girls are not working for free. They're not stupid.
Yeah,
these are modern women.
Mm-hmm.
They're Western women. And I'm going to tell you something else about Latin America. Not to disrespect anybody who might be from Latin America in the chat room, but they are sexually charged. They are very sexually charged, coaches.
Mm-hmm.
These girls ain't virgins. They do their thing. The thing is, I use this example all the time. You know about the Taliban, right?
I think I heard about it.
The Taliban in Afghanistan.
Oh, Taliban, yeah, I know about that.
Yeah. When they girls try to be pretty or something like that, or cute, or do something they think is, they trying to be cute or whatever. These guys be throwing acid in their daughter's face, in their own women's face to make them ugly.
Mm.
You know what I'm saying? They kick their women, they stomp them, they hit them with fucking moccasins. But you know what, Chaos? Even as horrible as they are, you can't touch them.
Yeah. Matter of fact, they'll slaw your women and come marry their own women. Ain't that something?
Yeah,
especially in Dubai.
As much as they hate their women, if you came into their country and you even disrespected their women, you raised your voice to their women, they'll beat your ass for disrespecting their women. And they don't have no respect for their women.
Mm-hmm.
Well, my point is, brothers don't understand how the world works, man. And they got this rosy colored glasses on where they think things are just easy, where they can just roll out. Man, we have not earned that. The white man has pillaged, robbed, steal to his way to power. You understand me? Mm-hmm. He's created sex tourism in a lot of these same islands that we're going in. We didn't create that.
Yeah.
We're just getting it for free.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. These people are third world countries and poor because of colonialism and what these other powers are doing. Mm-hmm. But they're still nationalistic people, no matter how poor they are. They're still Dominicans. They're still Brazilians. You know what I mean? They're still Panamanians. They have their own flags and national. You see Puerto Ricans all the time with their national flag. No matter how Americanized they may be, they're still nationalistic. Mm-hmm. So that means you're gonna have to respect them. My question to a lot of brothers is, where's your flag? Exactly. You know what I mean? And so these guys are just nomads running around the world, sex touring. And again, that shit is cool as long as you keep it cool. Because their women are free. Their women are promiscuous and they have modern women who are free. Their men don't control them. They can date who they want. You know what I mean? So they're not tripping. And then, like I said, these are tourist countries. A lot of tourists come to. So that no one's tripping. But when you start trying to exploit them on any level, you're playing with fire.
Yeah. And this is the article, one of the WordPress of one of the ladies that wrote. Her name is Stephanie Ribeiro. Mm-hmm. And she exposed American who encouraged sex tourism in Brazil on YouTube. Now, mind you, this guy, I believe, tried to reach out to this lady. They see on the picture. And no avail, she did not really give or anything in regards to reframe or anything. And I think these are pictures from IG that's from Austin that he took down, that he had to take down because, not only the threats, but the problem with a lot of dudes to understand how digital world works. I'm going to stop sharing this because it's showing this briefly. That what you do on the internet stays pretty much forever. Mm-hmm. All your videos, all your photos, and this is just some game I'm giving everybody right now. If you feel deleting it, removing it is saving, you are sadly mistaken. You are very sad. They got archives. They got cloud now holding all this information.
Right.
It might not be for the public to you, but to others that will use it for whatever reason or keep it as, in a suitcase and time travel, they put it underneath the rocks or underneath the ground or some digital space, it stays forever. So be mindful what you put out here on the digital space.
Yeah.
You better be very cautious and think very hard and long and twice. Unlike Mr. Holloman, everybody got the track record. They got what you doing. They are observing what you not right now. He's in Bangkok right now, in Asia right now, and he's gonna probably chill maybe, but as arrogant as he is, he's gonna slip up because he's not taking no guys. I talked to one of the content creators. I don't know if it was Changer or something. I said, listen, this dude needs a respectful man that's traveling wherever to sit his ass down. He needs that.
Well, he's gonna listen now. But he had a brother. That brother,
From Traveler, right? Tobo?
yeah, from Zoom to Thailand. He was giving him. He wasn't listening. He wasn't listening to the business of things. See, he was thinking like a child. He's like, man, when you gonna get to the booty?
Yeah.
Nah, man, this is like, look, man, my mantra, is business is life and life is business for a reason, because this shit is business chaos.
Mm-hmm.
All right, you got to understand the business of things. You just can't roll into a job, and a lot of people are like, damn, man, Jay, you chilling, you always traveling, your job must be easy. Yeah, make it look easy, because I know what I'm doing. You just can't roll into my job. You got to have training. You got to have experience. You know what I mean? You just can't get it. Given. It's not. You know what I mean? I don't understand. This is not real manhood. Men understand that there's a maturation. There's a process.
Mm-hmm.
You're not just born a fucking kung fu master. You got to go through trials, right?
Yeah.
And it's the same thing with anything you do. I don't care what it is. You have to map it out. My travel was mapped out for the next year until 2024. I'm going to be all over the place.
Mm-hmm.
I have to strategize because it's money, time, all that kind of stuff. I have to put everything in its right place. I just finished this week paying up my tickets for everything in November when I'm back in the States for 2 weeks on home leave.
Okay.
So everything is good. I still got to rent a car for my Arizona trip, but everything else is good. When I'm in New York, hotel, rental car, plane tickets, everything's done. When I'm in Houston, Arizona, everything is done except for the rental car for Arizona. But everything else is done. I got my rental for Houston. Everything's mapped out, paid for ahead of time. I'm in debt, and I pay it off before I even go on these trips.
Mm.
You know what I mean? So I know how to move. It's not just me. Bam, I'm here. You know what I'm saying? There was a process. There's a process. I have a daughter. Sometimes she travels with me. I got to factor her in.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So I got to get her tickets. You know what I mean? It's like, you know what I'm saying? There's a process to everything. You don't just pop up somewhere on a whim. So when I traveled throughout the whole year, this year, man, I was supposed to be speaking of Asia, I was supposed to be in Asia this February. I just canceled the trip to New Year's weekend because I was able to get a full refund for the plane trip. But I was going to be going to Hanoi, then Phnom Penh, then to Saigon, Ho Chi Minh City, and then go to Da Nang. So I was going to 4 different cities. I was going to be going from the 3rd and coming back to Frankfurt on the 20th on President's Day. I got cleared to leave. My job was good. You know what I mean? Everything was good. But then something happened over New Year's, and now I'm chasing some money. So I'm gonna take care of some business. So I had to get rid of the trip. But I still have a lot of other shit going on this year, and it's all mapped out. So this is the stuff that brothers don't talk about on their channels when they're talking about traveling. They don't tell you the business of it, the mechanics of it. And the truth be told, most of these brothers can't travel like that anyway, Chaos, because you need something else besides money. You need something called leisure.
Can you break down for them so they understand what that means?
Leisure. You know what? Let's do this. Since we teaching tonight, let's do this. I'm gonna read the definition of the shit. Leisure. We'll read leisure to you. All right. This is definition. There's 2 definitions for it. Use of free time for employment. Opportunity afforded by free time to do something. You understand me? That's leisure. Now, let me tell you where I got that from. when I'm in New York City, when I'm in DC, when I'm in Atlanta, I always see white boys in the middle of the day, like riding motorcycles, not motorcycles, excuse me, bicycles in groups. I see them rowing boats in the river in the middle of the fucking day. Then I see them playing softball, and then they go like, all right, I'm going back to the office. Like, what kind of jobs you got where you get this time, all this time to play? These people are given what's called leisure time. We don't even know about this kind of shit. This is shit white people give to each other.
Wow, I did not know about that either.
You know what I'm saying? These high powered jobs, when these guys are making $250,000 a year, $500,000, they get leisure time. They get time off. They get leisure time throughout the day. Time to go work out, relax. You know what they do in Europe? They close down stores and businesses close down for 2 hours in the middle of the day for leisure.
Wow, that's a long break. You know how we like I
Every
said.
day. Some businesses don't even open until 4 p.m. and they don't close at 10 p.m. They don't even open in the morning. They don't waste their time. They're not just sitting there waiting to get one customer. Fuck that. I need leisure.
And I tell you, they get enough rest too. Because think about it. Some of us, we depending on work ethic. We have to sleep at a certain time, get up at a certain time. And I'm thinking, how detrimental it is to the psyche and the body when you always on the clock.
Yeah, always on the clock. And so
Just sleeping for less than 4 hours, and we don't want to
I've been up all night.
Okay.
I was working on something. I've been up all night. I'm about to get dressed and go to work. And hopefully not pass out in the middle of the day. But I'll sleep tomorrow night. I'll sleep tonight, excuse me. Those of us who work in the world and do certain things, I'm doing my numbers and I do investments. I have properties. I have a lot of other things going on in chaos besides my job because I have multiple streams of revenue, and this keeps me fluid. But also, I have leisure. I have the ability to take off and go do what I need to do. Go hang out. Go travel. And most brothers don't have that. And that's what I'm talking about. You're putting the cart before the horse. Get your business affairs in order. Get your jobs lined up. Get the right kind of job so you can travel. Get your business. And then you can take time off when you want. And you can travel. Right? How many brothers can do that? Let's be real. So when I see a lot of this passport shit, a lot of it is fucked up because you exploiting these women. You putting them on these videos. You selling sex. Right?
Yeah.
But you don't really have the time to go do it. It's just a bunch of motherfuckers twerking in the chat room and gawking over some beautiful women. You know what that is? That's like what we was doing. We was elementary school. We was looking at dirty magazines and we went to the clubhouse or somewhere to look at dirty magazines. That's all y'all niggas are doing. And talking about, look at her areolas. You know what I'm saying? You're not just we out here. You know what I mean? I'm gonna use the term young people use. We out here. We outside. Jay Sean is outside. Hell, my daughter is outside. We out here. So we know what we're talking about. Those of us who travel like this, those of us who live this way, those who are expats who know what it takes to live in another country and understand everything that comes with that. This is not a game. But hey, y'all keep playing, with fire if you want to. Somebody's gonna get hurt. And you know the fucked up thing about it? Nothing's gonna happen to Austin. Cause he been warned. It's gonna be a brother that comes behind him that catches his shit.
Yeah, I expect it very soon, bro. Very soon. Because think about this. If Austin, as young as he is not even refusing the advice from other men that have traveled, what that says to the next young dude that's watching his channel that really is on TikTok, because let's be honest, there's some young people that's on YouTube, but really where the action at right now is TikTok, because people's attention span is so low, bro.
It is.
That when YouTube try to compete by creating YouTube shorts, and I heard they're gonna start paying people if they do their shorts now, that this website that we Harvard and do content is you're playing catch up. Most of your young viewer audience is not on this website like that. They're on to things that is catching, that's entertaining, that keeps them dumb, that doesn't really educate them in under 6 seconds. You cannot retain or learn anything under 6 seconds. It's impossible. But I could see and here's the funny thing to it, as I said earlier. While they're using TikTok, a Chinese app, The same app is pushing, empowering, educational, influence, inspiration. While we get dumb in the West, the East gets wise.
Yeah, especially in China. Yep.
Yeah. And trust me, China doesn't play with their people. They very serious.
Right.
Yeah. Yeah. Narrative and dialogue. How you doing, narrative dialogue? How you doing? Make sure you guys like the stream, please. Share the screen.
Nino.
Oh, it's Nino. And if y'all want to come up, the link's in the chat room.
I'm saying Nino in my Dunner Man voice. Nino.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. So like I said, let me check something right now. That these things are not no joke. And personally, this should be more than wake up. This should be a lesson that every nigga should really pay attention to now. And no matter what these other dudes that either travel or do content on travels, this is a very much a big slap in the face. You get me? Matter of fact, if I was surprised that they're not really start extraditing this dude, they should start doing that for the sake of anybody else that's doing this right, that's doing passport correctly, effectively. You don't want yourself, if you're a man that's been doing this long and had this channel longer, to be associated with any knucklehead that's promoting sex tourism.
Right.
And that's what, and other people say that's not sex tourism or sex trafficking. Last time I checked, you having women, regardless if them is not, using energy and influence that's more influence than us, because let's be honest, a good portion of black men here in the West are not organized enough to say if these women are able to push their agendas, what the fuck are we doing? A channel and talk about issues is not really enough.
Right.
Moving around and escaping, unfortunately, it's not enough. Because you leave one territory, you go somewhere else, and you have reputation already, like what Mr. Holloman has done. Do you know the same? Jay-Sean, do you see the petition that was put out on him, even to his blog? Have you seen it? Let me show you something. See, people understand the seriousness of this is.
Yeah, show the people.
Let me show it again. I showed it earlier, but you just came in. There's a petition. Okay. See this? I'm not sure how long this petition been around. Now, mind you, certain petitions are really effective, but I'm only using this as an example to show that now they have.
How long has it been up?
Let's check.
Just look at the bottom and see when was it put up. Not the bottom.
It looked like this was 4 days ago.
4 days ago?
Looks like it. It's just because there's two comments. Updated 16 hours ago. Feminist De Santo started the petition. Oh, De Los Santos. So this is like
that's somebody else.
Yeah. Yeah. Now, mind you, with these petitions, Jay Shine, as you know, they tried this with Kevin, right? And it didn't really have no effect. You get me?
Mm-hmm.
I know some people try to put petition on one of the bald eagle one time, and that's not gonna be effective. And I'm saying that petitions are only really useful for real things, real important things. Then what he's doing, trying to ban him off of social media, that's just stupid. I mean, I'm not saying censorship is not a necessity, but this is a waste of time, But to let you know that someone invested time and energy to create a petition to get you off the internet as speaking. And I'm not sure how long he's been doing this, but you already create a rep. And it's not a good rep. I mean, if you look at what happened to Andrew Tate, from what I'm hearing now with Andrew Tate, that he was involved in some serious stuff, bro. From what I'm hearing right now. So, and mind you, he was an influencer. That's why they're getting at him now.
Mm-hmm.
Because when you start saying women are easy, asking them dumb fucking questions, and they're answering and don't understand that they're being put out throughout the internet, it's a problem.
Yeah, it is, man. It is, man. And these guys, I don't know, man. I don't know. It's just like, it's just complete lack of common sense. I mean, even without any game, any mentorship, without any advice, common sense tells me to tread lightly in somebody else's house. That's just common sense. Yeah. Figure things out. Make sure, you don't walk in somebody else's country like you own that shit, man. And when you deal with anybody's women, come on, man, you gotta use common sense.
Mm-hmm.
You gotta be common. You gotta be common sense, man. So you know, there's brothers out there with these channels. They cop with a plea. They coming down on Austin, but they still promoting you brothers to go travel, and you're messing it up for us, and you're gonna mess it up for. I'm like, dude, man, they sound like weasels. Messing what up? You know what I'm saying? Like messing what up? You sound like weasels. You messing it up for us, man. We're trying to get in and out, man. Like a bunch of fucking weasels.
But this is my thing, and this is why I hear a lot of black men talk about say that game is unnecessary. But I'm thinking, okay, if it's not so necessary, why are you so scared if one man drop the ball and you're outside doing what you have to do in these third world countries?
Because
It seemed, and here's the fun thing to add more insult to injury. I remember the old man did a stream about how in Sweden they put a yam embargo on the men because they were not marrying their own women; they were marrying Thai women.
yeah.
And they think that this could happen in America. And I'm saying it will never happen in America, but I'll tell you what will happen in America. Your black ass is going to be target outside globally because your actions in a more broader economy.
Mm-hmm. Now, I'm gonna tell
That's
you,
the worst tag you don't want as a black man.
you don't want that. And I'm gonna tell you something that you just said. You actually just bring up an excellent point without even knowing it. Let me tell you. Let me explain something about the Sweden thing. I'm gonna come back to the Sweden thing. Watch this.
All right, go ahead.
I know 3 white men that I work with, older white men that I work with. They got
Mhm.
white Colombian wives, right? They got white Latinas from Colombia. One met his wife in Europe, hanging out at one of their little spots, places we don't go, their restaurant clubs, whatever. Same thing in Dallas. And then the other one, the last one met his in Miami. So one met his wife in Europe, one met his wife in Dallas, one met his wife in Miami. In Miami, white men have gentlemen's clubs and lounges where rich white men or upper middle class white men go to. All right, same thing in Dallas. I've been in one in Dallas. Okay, I was with a white boy, of course. Again, another thing going through the men, you gotta be invited in.
Mm-hmm.
Um, what I realized is that the women, because they understand men, white men are that economic and social status is high.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? And the reason why it's high is because they're a network of men. They're not individuals.
Mm-hmm.
All right. White
Yeah.
men work as a group. They have, you know what I'm saying? They have,
Mm-hmm.
they're the masters of their domain. So when a woman, Asian woman, Colombian woman marries a white man in America, she's married into a group of white men. She's not just marrying white men. You understand what I'm saying to you? She's married
Mm-hmm.
into their society that they run and they rule. They have economic and social status in. So what was happening in Sweden was that those white boys were bringing the women home because Sweden's their home.
Yeah.
You understand? You see where I'm going with this? They were bringing the women to home. All right. And
Mm-hmm.
that was causing a problem. You know what I mean? For that small, because it's a small country with a not so big population. And, they basically are a homogenous society, right? Same thing in Denmark, Norway, Finland, and
Mm-hmm.
they can't have their men doing that.
Mm-hmm.
They can't have it doing it. So what the black men don't understand is that if you really them niggas, if you really high value men,
Mm-hmm.
the women will come to you.
Yeah.
Where's your gym and clubs in DC, Atlanta? All right, fine. You don't want to deal with white women and black women? Fine, don't. Create gym and clubs and private clubs and lounges down in Atlanta and let them come to you. High value men.
Mm-hmm.
You don't go chasing after broke women in poor countries. You're a tourist at that point. And now that everybody knows you down there for the poontang, you're a sex tourist. That's how it works. You
Mm-hmm.
understand me? You might see some white men down there, but a lot of them come in and they go out, and the other white men down there are expats, and they got names for them. They call them gringos,
Yeah.
right? So we got black men have to learn how to move in the world. And you can't sit here and look at some of the most powerful men in the world moving differently, and then you want to go out here and do something else. If they moving this way, why are you not moving the way they're moving at least? Who the hell you think you are where you can just float in and out, put these women on film, put them on YouTube, and it's not going to be a backlash at some point? You're going to run into the wrong person sooner or later. What y'all doing in DR is not going to happen in other countries.
Yeah.
It's just not. Because DR is a whole different situation. DR is, like I told you before, is a sex tourist economy, and the men are pimping their women out.
Mm-hmm.
Okay? So, so they let you come down there and wild out because they want your paper. Like I said, they're pimping the women directly or indirectly in DR.
Mm-hmm.
The men are. This is not up for debate. So what the men were doing in Europe, they were bringing the women home. It's the same thing with some of the white men in America. They were bringing Asian women home. But we have a melting pot, in America. So bringing in, immigrants is not a big deal in America. We're not a homogeneous society. Some states might be, might be mostly white.
Yeah.
Right, but for the most part, you can bring people in without any quarrel. But in countries like Sweden or Finland, that's going to be a problem. But the key to that situation is that the men were bringing them home. Why? Because it's their fucking country. These brothers are telling you don't bring them home because the laws don't suit you in America. Why won't you bring them home? I thought they were more submissive.
That's what I felt too.
They were coming from a patriarchal society. So it's kind of like that scene in A Few Good Men. Why the second order? Why the second order, Colonel? You snotty son of a bitch. you know what I mean? That scene in Few Good Men with Jack Nicholson and Tom Cruise.
Mm-hmm.
Why the second order? You lying piece of shit. The reason why y'all keep saying you can't bring them back is because of the laws in America. So that's the problem in America. Attack the laws. You have no power in America. You have no say in America. You don't run anything in America. So these women are running to Boston on you in America, and now you want to run from them. I will be damned if I run from my fucking country because of women.
But Jay Sean, that's the message that's being pushed right now in a lot of space. And really, and here's a fun thing. When it gets very immature, when I hear it say that children are up with the nonsense, when they talk about they fun with passports and girls getting mad, they fighting, they getting Spanish so they could put more harm to boys. But I'm thinking, why is our children getting caught on our nonsense out in this digital space we call social media and YouTube? Mm-hmm. Oh, because no one is teaching these babies. Period.
Right. Period.
Now, mind you, your daughter's probably 20 anytime in a couple months, whatever, right?
Yeah, she'll be 20 this year.
Let me ask you, because you're a father and you've been doing this for a long time. At much times, how much do you as an influence to know what your child is digesting digitally?
Well, like I told people before, my daughter was, she wasn't allowed on social media until like she was 16. Her phones were locked down. She tried to go around it, but because how the phones work, she would always get caught because she would have to reset the phone. You know what I'm saying? So, but and it's pressure because all the kids in middle school had it. You know what I mean? You got a lot of irresponsible parents out here. I want to bang on the women, but a lot of our mothers just ain't they not mothering right now. Especially with their daughters. The shit our girls are exposed to is ridiculous. Mm-hmm. And I'll tell you right now, it was eye-popping, just understanding the politics of women. I don't know if it's an honor or punishment, but what raising a girl and watching what girls go through was eye-opening. You know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. It was eye-opening. I did not know how much shit went on between girls. You know what I'm saying? Until I had to raise my daughter. But I digress. My point is, we control shit in my house. I'm a very responsible parent. And, I did the best I could. Now, with certain things I just can't hide her from because she's in the world. And like I said, there's other kids that she's going to get exposed to. You know what I mean? And I remember she got exposed to porn when she was in elementary school. There was little boys that had that shit in elementary school on their phone. They had X Hamster and some other site. I can't remember. This was in the school, and I had to tell the school what was going on. And so, it's just everywhere. And our society is so fucking irresponsible.
Yeah.
The porn companies, they should be .xxx and .xx should be blocked. You know what I mean? To a
Yeah.
certain degree. But there's ways we can control this. We just don't do it because we have a society that's very irresponsible right now.
Yeah.
And unfortunately, we're not coming together as parents to shut some of this shit down. But to answer your question, yeah, she got access to it when she was 16, 17. She started getting on Snapchat, and I had to take that shit off of there. Snapchat was crazy.
Mm.
Snapchat was
Yeah,
wild.
yeah, yeah. You know, it's interesting you mentioned Snapchat. Snapchat is how I look at it, it's another digital playground
Hmm.
that gets away with a lot of stuff. It's not like IG or TikTok.
Right.
Matter of fact, to be honest with you, I'm not sure if you have Snapchat, but I've noticed with Snapchat that there's something that is being sold and put on Snapchat that you would never see on any other social media.
Right.
So I'm thinking no person, if you're underage, non adult, should be on Snapchat, period. Matter of fact, Snapchat is part of that environment because the people that own it, and that's why I can see why they never, that Mark and them will try and get it, but they didn't
Hmm.
want to sell it. And I can see why.
Right.
Because
Yeah.
now they open up to everything, to the things that you cannot control.
And there's a lot of men on Snapchat preying on young girls, and
Yeah.
vice versa. Young girls, entertaining older men. There's a lot of shit going on Snapchat. I found that shit. I was like, yo, and I was just looking at her phone one day, and I was just looking at shit, and then I started exploring. I was like, yo, this shit is wild.
Yeah.
I told her, like, yeah, nah, you gotta get off of here. She's
Mm-hmm.
like, why? All my friends is on it. I'm like, no, fuck
No.
that.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Tell them to text you.
Mm-hmm.
You got WhatsApp, you're
Yeah.
doing IG. Okay. All right, that's it.
Yeah.
And I
And,
started
then,
looking at,
and that's just being nice with the IG. You get me? But
yeah, yeah. I'm like, and we see how that works. You know what I'm saying? I started being more lenient because, truth be told, Chaos, she still got to get responsible with it at some point. So,
oh yeah, yeah, yeah. You had to put your teaching enough where if something happens, if you outside this world, I expect you to do the right thing from what I have explained throughout the years. Yeah.
right, you
We hope
check.
and pray as our children become adults that what we said to them and laid the foundation will stick to them.
Yeah. Yeah, and that's the only thing I can hope. 'Cause that's what happened to me. My grandmother and grandfather used to talk to me and give me isms and slogans and shit all the time. And I'm like, I roll my eyes and wouldn't listen to them. But when I grew up and became an adult, what they did for me is they gave me a foundation to fall back on. Well, what's scary about most people in the world? Not
Mm-hmm.
most people, but a lot of people in the world. When they do wake up and they realize they got to pay bills and be an adult and take care and be responsible, they don't have a foundation to fall back on.
Oh yeah.
They now going through an adult adolescence
Mm.
at that point. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And the fucked up thing about it, when you compound that, they might already have an STD. They might already have a child. You might have a baby mama at this point. Now you finally grew up, or
Mm-hmm.
grown up, becoming a grown up, but you already have all this other baggage too. So now you're trying to become mature when you have this baggage, and you basically it's basically arrested development. You know what I'm saying? So what I'll hope, is that whatever mistakes my daughter makes is not lifelong mistakes, things that, that she gotta, you take an L every now and then in life. Everybody has to learn. I just hope whatever mistakes she makes, it doesn't become lifelong ones. You know what I mean? I hope she's smart enough and have enough discernment, and she can fall back. Because my daughter did say that to me when she first got the basic training. And it's the first time we talked.
Mm-hmm.
And no, the second time we talked. 'Cause the first time we talked, she was just crying like a baby.
Okay.
She, yeah, that shit was a culture shock for her. But the second time she called me, and she was more settled. She was getting with the program. Things were coming along. You know what I mean? And she was telling me some of the stuff she was going through with some of the other girls that was there, and how she had to check them, and she was like, Dad, you always say, and you were right. And I see what you're saying now. Da 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 da. And I was just sitting there listening to her, and I was so fucking proud.
Mm.
It
It's
wa-
beautiful.
it
Beautiful.
did. You know what I mean? It hit home, and that's the greatest moment when you're a parent, and
Mm-hmm.
something you taught your kid sticks, and it's, you know what I'm saying,
Yeah.
and they get it.
Mm-hmm.
That's awesome.
Mm-hmm.
So, but she's still young, and she's still got a lot to learn, and We're dealing with people, and you like people. And I always told my daughter the greatest challenge in life is going to be dealing with people. You can
Yeah.
learn anything. It's never the work. The work is never hard. I'm at work. We figure shit out. We professionals. Everybody
Mm-hmm.
here got brains. The problem is people.
Mm-hmm.
People bring their fuckery and nonsense to the job, to the workplace, to the club, to the schoolyard, etc. You know what I mean? It's people.
Mm-hmm.
So you got to learn how to master dealing with people. Period. And the way I deal with people is simple. I trust everybody. I'm a very trusting nigga. And you know what I trust about people, Chaos?
What's that?
I trust people to be people.
Oh yeah. Well, that's what I expect when I meet
You know what I
people.
mean?
People.
I trust people to be people. I expect the fuckery. I'm
Mm-hmm.
like, oh, you one of them niggas. Okay. You know what I'm saying? That's what I'm saying in my head. I'm like, oh, you one of them motherfuckers. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So that's my mentality. And guess what? That shit is universal all over the world, man. People are people.
Mm-hmm.
People are people, and people do what they can get away with, man. And it's just how it is. Those are my default positions. And I go from there. And then from there, you gotta show me that are somebody that can be trusted at another level, or somebody that can be relied upon, or you know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
But I work my defaults are God, people, people. You know what I mean? I'm never caught off guard. Never. I expect fuckery.
Hmm.
So
Mm-hmm.
anyway, with that being said, I have to
All right.
go. I gotta get in the shower and get up out of here. I'm tired, but I'm gonna wake
Okay.
up and the shower hits me, and then I'm gonna do a full day, and I'm gonna come home and crash. All right, so that's that's my life for the day. I ain't doing nothing else but
All
going to
right.
sleep.
All right. It's
But
always, it's always good having these conversations with you, Jay Shine. I try to hit you up early, but like I said, I had to go for my little dissertation rant on
mhm,
things, and the conversation has to be had regardless.
yeah,
I see other content creators pushing back in some way and trying to still push the illusion that still do what you had to do. Come out here anyway.
but you
Fuck
know what
that.
though? Yeah, most of those guys ain't going nowhere anyway. That's the sucker part about it. Those
Mm-hmm.
dudes that are pushing back and that would say that Jay Shine's hating, or you know what I mean, or something like that,
Mm-hmm.
ain't going nowhere. Let me share my screen real quick. Let me show you something real
All right.
quick. Let me share my screen real quick.
All right. Go ahead.
This is my I put this on my channel. Let me show you what's on my channel right now.
Mm-hmm.
Share screen, yeah, share audio. All right. Let me share my screen. And
All
then I'm
right.
gonna show you two channels that you might need to check out. These are shorts on my channel. And this is not even a half of the places I went to in 22. I traveled more places in 22 than these niggas are traveling their life. All right, I'm a practical road for real. So this is on my channel. Oh, this is Mo. This is where I was at for Christmas.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, beautiful. Y'all need to go to Malta. Malta is gorgeous.
Mm-hmm.
This is me. I'm in Vegas back in November. Before that, I should have put a short up because I was in Arizona after this.
Okay.
And I went to the LeBron James. I went to see the Lakers Suns play. I wasn't thinking I could have uploaded it. Look, I do these in real time. When I say it's
Yeah.
11 p.m., it was 11 p.m. at the time I did this. You understand?
Mm-hmm.
This is me when I was in DC before that. This is back in November. Be around, man. This is me blowing up. That's hope. You know what I'm saying? This is me
That's
in
it.
Copenhagen. That's the thing. I went to see Sting in Copenhagen.
Mm-hmm.
You understand?
Yeah, that's it.
Then I'm in Paris back in September.
Mm-hmm.
That's my daughter. We're at the rooftop having a late dinner at 10 p.m. That's right. Nigga
Mm-hmm.
shit. So anyway, if you're gonna travel, my suggestion is check out, if you're gonna become an expat, check out this channel called BEJ, Black Experience Japan. Real good channel. Look at this guy's views. This one here that got my mouse on. This is a sister, a single mother that became an expat. She lives in Vietnam now.
Okay.
Incredible interview. I completely slept on it because I watched other shit, but I kept passing over this video, and then I finally watched it. Incredible interview. It's one of his fifth most popular video.
Mm.
But he has a bunch of other videos on here. Black men all over Korea. And what he does, he goes out of not just around Japan and interview black people in Japan
Mm-hmm.
who's working there. He interviews black people in Korea. He goes to Singapore. He goes to Vietnam, and you know what I'm saying. He flies there. He goes in and meet with these people, and so basically, he's now Black Experience Asia. You feel me?
Mm-hmm.
So this is a good channel. Another channel, if you just want to be a passport guy, you want to just travel and have fun, you got to go to this channel. This is hands down the best black traveling channel on YouTube. It's called Passport Heavy by a brother named Will. Awesome
Mm-hmm.
channel.
Mm-hmm.
Well done, high, all over the world. And he takes these content creators, these beautiful sisters, only black women, all over the world with him, and they partners because they have their own channel. They use the same footage and content for their channels, right? They put on their IG channels, whatever. These very beautiful girls. So it's a good business model that he has, right?
Mm-hmm.
And these sisters look phenomenal. All right. And these brothers are just doing their thing and they tell you where to go, where to eat. They out eating, they show you experiences. You know what I'm saying? It's not just about Punani.
Mm-hmm.
Women are everywhere.
Mm-hmm.
Beautiful women are everywhere. So the three reasons you should travel, and I'll close on this point. The three reasons, I meant to say this earlier. The three reasons you should travel. One, culture. Culture exchange. You want to go see monuments, museums, stuff
Mm-hmm.
like that, ancient sites. That's awesome. Or you just want to go to a country and eat their food and learn stuff, right?
Mm-hmm.
That's one. Number two, just take a vacation. Get out the country, do some excursions, jet skiing, whatever, relaxing. Get somebody to put hands on you, get a massage. I call it taking a KKcation. Okay? You got to get the fuck out of America sometime just to decompress. Because America's a motherfucker. And you don't realize how much pressure you have on you as a black man until you get out the country. And number three, and the most important reason you travel,
Network.
is business.
Mm-hmm.
That's my alarm. That's business. You travel for business. And
Mm-hmm.
guess what? You're gonna meet women every all the way. Everywhere you go, you're gonna meet women. So it's not something you should be bent on. When I travel throughout the world, the last thing I'm thinking about is what women I'm going to prey on or go get or holler at. That I know there's women there. My other reasons of going there is for other reasons. I want to go to Amsterdam. I've never been there before, right? So I will go to Amsterdam. So I went for my birthday weekend last year. Drove there by myself and hung out in Amsterdam. Took part in the culture, hung out with people, talked to locals, eat some of their food. You see what I'm saying? And then you meet people along the way. I have videos on my phone where on an airplane, yapping it up with people, meeting people everywhere. Because that's what happens when you travel. So focusing on women is not why you should be traveling, brothers. You should be smart on where you're going, knowing what to do, what not to do, how to move in the places you're going, understanding how the currency exchange works. Everything you got to know the business of things. And this is how you move in the world. You don't move like this. And this is very embarrassing to us as black people, how some of these brothers are moving. You know what I mean? So anyway, I want to say what's up to my girl Mahogany with her fine ass. How you doing, sis? Happy New Year to you. And I wish I could stay, but I gotta run. I gotta go to work.
I know. I heard you. Happy New Year to you too. I haven't been here that long, but I heard you talking. I was hoping to catch you, but next time. I watch Chaos all the time.
Okay. Yeah,
Okay.
again, catch the playback. We talked about some real stuff tonight. And
Oh,
happy New Year to you, and I hope you get all your goals met this year, and you have a successful, productive year. And
same to you. Same to you.
same to you, Chaos. Let me get up out of here.
All
Innocent
right.
life is business. So, brothers, please handle yours. God damn it, you got, you got to be more careful. This is ridiculous, man.
Yeah, I know. I
All
know.
right, y'all be good.
All right, take care, Jay Sean. We'll talk soon. Thank you.
Bye.
So what's good, MJ? What's on your
Hey,
mind?
sweetie. I finally caught you. I've been
Mhm.
up for a few hours. I've been up just surfing the internet, but I was also catching up on some writing and reading and stuff like that. Peace to everybody in the chat. I'm not looking. I saw coffee there, but
Yeah,
I
same.
saw you live. I saw you and Jay Shine up here, so I said, "Oh, let me hit the panel." Um,
Mhm.
I plan on making a comeback. So whenever you're ready, I'll make a comeback with you. I'll do an interview with you. Yeah.
Okay, wonderful, wonderful. That's good to hear. That's wonderful. I like to hear that. I like to hear that. Make sure you guys select the stream, man. I know y'all watching back and forth. That's good. That's good. So you only caught like late parts of the stream, like around
Yeah, I
hour and
just
30-minute mark.
no. When I came up, Jay Shine was talking about before he was talking about the place he traveled. He was talking about his daughter being in the military. And, I'm in I was in the military, so that intrigued me. And then I said, let me just hop up here. Hey, Aunt James.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, but
Okay.
I'll
Okay.
be coming by. I mean, lately I've been up late anyway, so I'll be coming by. You seem to go live a lot late, so you
I
know.
mean, I get it in when I get it in. There's no really set time. As times I wish I could, but you know how things go. So I gotta get and put out the content on my time and on my terms. So I will try to see if do some things a little earlier, but it doesn't fan out like that. So like I said, times when y'all see me go live, just view it, watch it, or hopefully catch a replay, watch at least 30 or close to an hour, wherever. Longer than y'all watch, the better, and like it as well. Because like I said, when y'all watch these streams, that's like right now I'm going over 2 hours now. If y'all gave me at least 30 to an hour of your time, that'd be perfect enough. Because as you know, MJ, every time matters to watch time. As y'all know. And still trying to push to get to that 1K, but it's more than that is to get the necessary watch time. And I need the watch time like everything else. So as y'all watch these channel, give me that watch time as y'all come and watch some of these videos, And please leave a comment, because I think one thing with engagement, how engagement works is you guys say something, whether you like it or dislike, or you just want to say hey, or all engagement is good engagement as I see moving forward, So as I tell people many times, and I will keep repeating myself, a like is good, like is always free. Please leave a comment, either in chat room as a live stream or after. Be engaged. Once you start engaged, that helps well. As you know, I don't got no super chat. I have Cash App, and but overall, every bit counts. As you know, around the 2023 and maybe further, it would be nice to see some people still, put some into this channel. And usually, these are ways I could do for the Chaos Reign show, and I will appreciate every bit what y'all guys could put onto the show. It will help well. For now, give me as you know, I will put some more content as much as I can in months ahead. But overall, like I said, this is how y'all can help me move forward in 2023 as possible. Because right now, as you know, this little hump, this struggle is real, but still I still put the content regardless. So there's some things I might do a little different, but like I said, I try to put out the best or decent content as possible, and I'm gonna be real as possible, people. As you know, I'm not gonna hold my tongue. As you know, talking about this thing with the danger of tricking, I meant it. I was dead serious. This is something that has to be looked at. This is something that you can sweep under the rug. As a black man, like many black men, when these youths that are part of us in America and they do these things, is a bad look on all of us here in the West as black men. But you see, as long as black men think of themselves as an individual, which you're stupid to think that, because the world doesn't see as individual, look at you as a monolith, you got these problems. And I did respect some of the content creators that tried the best to try to push back, and think it's not, well, they didn't say it's a big deal, but it is causing concern, because a lot of them are traveling into these third world countries. And whether a young dude like him is doing outside America and promoting it, especially in regards to get some easy ass, it only fuels the fire of what they view, what they expect for this Negro male that goes outside his homeland to other countries, that he's only interested in ass. And that's something that we have to control, brothers.
Can I say something? Because I am kind of late.
Yes,
Um, there was an incident. This happened years ago. I can't. It happened so long ago. I don't remember. But I was in the military at the time. Can you hear me
mm-hmm.
pretty good?
Yeah, you good.
And I just remember because it came down. I think I was stationed in Korea at the time. Anyway, it came down. We actually had like it was like a some kind of battalion gathering. Everybody was there, and it came up that there were some soldiers that did something. It was just very disrespectful to the people of the culture, right?
Mm-hmm.
So we ended up getting locked down at the time because I was a fairly new soldier, really hadn't been in the military very long, maybe 2.5, 3 years. Not yeah, maybe 2.5 years at that point. Not really understanding like what's because of these buttholes. Now we got to be locked down. But look now, of course, because I know way more, understanding way more. By just the actions of a few, it ruined it for the many. It put us in danger. It put, it made us look a certain type of way. And so when we go places, we got to keep that in mind. And it's the way of the world. It's not fair, but it's life. Even here, I can use that as an example. Even here in the United States, um, I'll use myself for an example. I make sure to represent for Black people the best way I can, meaning I'm always mannersable, I'm always nice, I'm always kind. Um, because I realize that there's people out there that really believe a certain way about us already. And so when we go overseas, we have to do that over there also, realizing that we are representing for our people. Um, it's not, it's just the way it is, you know.
Mm-hmm.
And you can have a bunch of people come over there, do great things, but all it takes is one bad experience. All it takes is one jackass to ruin the bunch. So we got to keep that in mind. I'm just gonna say this really quick. I'm huge on traveling. It's so funny that y'all were talking about this because just tonight earlier when I was surfing the web, I was looking at possible places to visit with my family. I've been trying to take my mom went on vacation with us to the mountains, but I've actually been trying to take her out of the country. She refuses to go out of the country. Um, so anyway, it was just funny. I think traveling is very important for everybody to do, and I've never been against men doing it. I don't think women period are against men doing it. It's just like, why do you have to bash us? If you just gonna do what you're gonna do, go ahead and do it and leave us out of it. Because I know when I travel, I'm just trying to relax, I'm trying to have fun, I'm trying to just enjoy life, and that's what it should be about. It shouldn't be about sex. I mean, you can get sex anywhere. I mean, the average person can get sex anywhere. You shouldn't have to travel the world to get sex, and if you do, then that there's a problem, underlining issue. But anyway, I know I'm being long winded. Thank you, Chaos, sweetheart.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. All right. I mean, nothing else. Hoggy. That's it.
Um, let me. Well, I'm in my bed, but let me show y'all something.
All right, show me something.
Child, since I've been offline, I've been able to finish like 4 books. So I don't.
What's
But you
this?
know what?
What's
You
that?
know what? We need to lock it down, chaos in front of the people.
Wait,
Let's.
wait, wait. Show that book again.
Oh,
Let
this
me.
one is What is this one about?
No, show us. Turn the camera. What's
I
that?
just started this one. Let me show you the one I was reading. This one is it's about solving solutions like for people who business owners and stuff like that. Because I've started a new job and I've got a little bit more higher position than I had before. And then let me
Okay,
show you.
good.
And this is the one I was reading, making multiple incomes with different streams. It's very
Okay.
interesting.
That's a
I
500-page book. That's a 500-page book. 500 pages. That one, multiple stream.
You said find your page. Oh, it
No,
does. Does it have websites?
no. Does it have 500 pages in that book? What does that look like? That's
Oh
500 pages.
yeah. Oh yeah.
And them
For
books like
sure.
big textbooks. Yeah.
Yeah, but I like to read. This is what I like to do when I have some time.
Okay.
But anyway, sweetheart, I'm a hey positive vibes. I think I'm gonna call it a night, and I'm glad I
All right.
called. And I will rewatch it. And of course, I hit the like button, sweetie.
Yeah. Leave a comment too. There was some
Okay.
things I put on here that yeah, you have to watch because this
Oh,
be
oh,
this
oh!
is,
I'm sorry. Before we go, let's lock down a date because me and you always do this dance. I leave YouTube and then I. So let's lock down a.
I had to hit you up because I gotta think when. because I
Oh
have
Lord.
time. I have to pick the time personally. But don't worry. It'll be soon. It'll be soon. I gotta figure out what we're gonna talk about. But don't worry. Stay tuned. All right.
Okay. All right. Well, bye bye.
All right. Take care. Thank you. That's my roots. MJ. I'm saying that Mary J. And that's pretty much it, people. I hope you enjoy and learn something from today's stream. As you know, tricking is problematic. I don't advocate it. I do not advise it. I mean, as a man, I don't trick. I'm not sure if I'm ever going to. I'll try not to, but I don't think it's a necessity. And I tell every young black man or man that's older than me that we're going to have to reevaluate how we move out here in the world as men. That's this balance. I'm gonna lay out my response and answer and my take on this stream. And keep in mind, the world and everybody's watching you, Negroes. You know what I'm saying? They are watching you. So, let Austin Holloman be the example of what not to do. If you're new to the Chaos Rain channel, wait. Before I go, let me look at the comments that Kofi wrote. It's going to go from quickly. Oh, he wrote a lot, bro. Okay. Powerful make a world. Okay. Respect. Laugh emojis. Facts. Okay. It will become past, right? Live by code and they're talking about everything there is sad stand. Yep, that's true. Swinging Richards is right in Atlanta. Okay. All right. And I see Queen Virtue. Thank you for moderating. Yeah, too. Oh yeah. Like for almost everything is kind of good. Yep. Snapchat, yeah, it's a problem. Snapchat is a cesspool in itself. I totally agree. He taught well. Yep, he did. Straight. Okay. And yeah, I'm about to start. See, it was just me, guys. I probably read y'all comments early, but I didn't want to stop the flow of the conversation. You know how it is. And positive vibes in the building. Good. So, like always, guys, follow me on Twitter at Chaos Rain 7. Also, add me on Facebook, Eric Rain on Facebook. And last but not so least, join the Discord service of the Chaos Rain channel. And I'm also on Clubhouse as well. I didn't put the link in the chat room, but y'all find me on Clubhouse. I'll start sharing that in the coming streams ahead. You get me? So let me see. Oh, wait, wrong one. So that's pretty much it. Like always, thank y'all for listening and watching today's stream. And like always, you know it is. Until next time, thank you.